we're going to buy that. Then we go there, 35,000. I can repay all of that. And we have pretty much no money. Well, it is what it is. However, we do have a nice new giant harvester. Come on. There we go. How about we go forward? Forward is good. And get out again, because it's just easier to see it from this side. So if this hadn't been available, I'm not sure I would have bought a class harvester. Again, for the previous reason I stated, we have had class Lexians on the last 2 Saturday series, but this isn't a Lexian, so there is that. Drop that. Switch in place, and that puts a huge delay on stuff we are going to buy for the farm anytime soon. But hitch that. Turn it off. So, harvester's not in a particularly bad condition. I probably want to fix it though. I can't afford to, so we're not too fussed about doing that right now. What we'll well, looky there. Phew, we have money. Yay, money. Okay. So fields near where we're at. So the one across the way is 133. There's 2, 3, 6, 5. All look good. Let's go back to the contract screen. What was the one across the way? Can't remember. 130. So 133, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 is available. 133. That is available. Okay. I am going to accept that contract. 5 is nearby. Take that one. So that's available. That's available. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wrong screen. So 2, 3, 6 weren't available. There's these ones, 94, 96, 97, or there's this one, 124, 123, 110, 111. Let's have a look round in the hundreds. 124, 120, 118. 124, 120. 118. I'm going to say I'm kind of okay with those, so we'll do those. 124, 120, 118. And they're all grain, so we can get those done. And I didn't look where they're delivering. Let's go look where they're delivering. So, grain mill. Farmers market, yeah. Farmers market, cereal factory, farmers market. So not all of them delivered, only one of them delivers to the grain mill. But once we have delivered everything that needs to be, see, we've got that one and that one. They're both going to the farmers market, and that one. So the barley is all going to the farmer's market. There is a chance that we deliver that one, and we get a lot of field 133 also delivered. We may then have one cart from 133 that needs to be delivered to complete those 3 contracts, and then we can drop all of the rest from 133 into the grain mill. Similar with the oats and the cereal factory, or the grain mill and the cereal factory in the same plot, so that is not a big deal. And field 5, no. So 133 is straight across the road. So we're going to start with barley. Yep. And what we need is to get back here. And we have nothing at this yard that we need right now. I don't need the Deutz. I mean, in a way, I could take both of these tractors with the grain carts because it's a little bit more flexibility. And we're not going to be using a worker on this. I'm going to be harvesting everything, and then I'm going to be carting everything. But we will have some worker payment here because obviously I have 2 tractors running. Okay, you can jump out, and I think since we're still in this cart, we'll hitch this up to this. Put this away. So as I was saying, those fields are way, in my mind, they are just too far away from the farm to actually consider, yeah, we'll buy them. Okay, so we will take this down to the store. Hi, car. Oh. Yeah, obviously that's something I didn't do, is to jump into the cab of every vehicle. So, yes, there is some graphical stuttering while we're jumping in and out of the cabs, and there will probably be stuttering if I look around the cab while it reloads the buffer, but that should do us in this vehicle. I'm still getting a little bit of juddering here, so you'll just have to bear with me till the game catches up. Okay, that seems to be better, and we've driven this bit a few times, so that's fine. So I think basically what I need to, I will turn off the straw swath. I've got collect straw on contracts, but to be perfectly honest, the value of straw is worse than the value of hay, and I would have to bring out the baler and the haulage device, and frankly it's more trouble than it's worth. You know, we don't get paid a lot of money for straw, and so, you know, why would I even want to think about collecting all the straw? Now, if the farm is short of straw and I'm doing a harvest in a local field or one of my fields, I'll collect the straw most of the time. Even recently, I think I skipped collecting the straw on a couple of fields because it was like, I've got more than enough straw. My straw will last me till next winter. not the coming winter, the one after. So I really don't need to make more straw for the farm, so I'm not going to bother. Unfortunately, chopped straw doesn't do anything for your nitrogen levels, but yeah, it's no biggie. Okay, this is just up here. Might need to turn into the store so I can get a good angle on the field entrance. Because if I jump out here, the path is parallel to this side of the road, so I actually want to pull a 180 here, and this tractor is big. Hopefully we'll make this turn. Yes, okay. Not a big deal, as I was worried about. So we'll park that there, and we'll go get the keys. Okay, I'm going to pull this over here. I think there's enough room to get the header out of the drive here. So I'm not going to try and get this into the field and then finagle trying to adjust what we're doing. Oops. Oopsie. What I do need to look at is... oh, let's attach the doodad. Unfold harvester, turn on harvester, lower the header, do the things. No, there is nothing there I can do yet. Oh, this is a lot wider than we had. However, oh, we'll scratch the paint and we are through there. And through there, unfold. Turn on. Oh, trust me, I have access to this land. I think as soon as it registers barley on the load, there we go. We have 1 litre of barley. I should be able to... oh darn. Enable straw swath. It's not mapped to secondary controls. Disable straw swath. And off we go. So, harvesting in our nice new harvester. I do hope the rocks in this field don't damage things. That would be most upsetting. So, of course, having this big harvester does mean that these contracts won't take us as long as we used to. Same deal with the mowers. We used to have just a tiny mower, and so it would take us pretty much halfway into the afternoon to get those 5 grass contracts that we just did done. And most of the time I would send the Massey Ferguson off to do them, and I'd do something else on my farm. But bigger harvester, I mean, we're still filling up the tank quite quickly, so but bigger header. That was the thing I didn't look up. Is when's it supposed to rain? I think the rain's supposed to happen at 5-6 o'clock game time. So I've got half a day to harvest a bunch of contracts. And once I've done these 5 I think I picked, we may go round and pick up a couple more if there's enough time in the day. Let's take a look at the weather. Oh no, the weather is going to happen at midday. That is totally bad, and going to clear up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we need to get this. Whoops. Seriously, I've been dropping straw. Okay, and that's really an annoying feature of giant stuff versus mod stuff. Mod stuff tends to tell you what it's currently set at. Giant stuff tells you, if you press this key, what it's going to change to. So looking at that, it's currently, if you press the comma, then it's going to enable the straw swath. Whereas on some of the equipment we have, if it would list it as straw swath disabled, and then you press the button and it would turn it into straw swath enabled. So a little bit annoying, but it's sort of an inconsistency between what do you call it, mods and in-game things. What am I doing? 66%. Now we're nearly all the way round. So unless we come back and do a cultivating or seeding contract in this field, that straw is going to stay there until next year. I could lease a loading wagon for $1,000, but it probably wouldn't pay for the straw that we deliver to the bale sell point. So another thing that it's really not worth doing. Okay. It occurs to me that the grain tank size is based on the harvester I purchase. And in this case I purchased the smallest one, and so this is only a 10,000 litre tank, and that's 10,500 litres. I am in reverse, so this is a little bit awkward, to say the least. Okay, let's go and see if I can get the John Deere underneath there without killing anything. Yeah, that looks okay. So yeah, if I'd let's get back to the store and the harvester. So it's what I didn't check. We bought the 720, which has 10,500 litre. If we'd bought the 750, we'd have had 12,000 litres. But 43.5 more. Not a good thing. Oh, excuse me. And the 730 is only 20,000 more, is a 12,000 litre capacity. And then we got the one with the smallest tank. So that, I mean, it is what it is, but I'm fine with what we got. And of course, since that's based on the model number and engine power, part of the problem, oops, wrong way. with the way that works. Buying used equipment does not give you a free engine upgrade and stuff that comes with the upgraded engine. Anything else in the store sale is completely random, so we could have ended up with random wheels. We could have ended up with the GPS thrown in for free. Well, not for free, but for discount, because the Harvester had GPS. We've had it in the past with tractors with front loader attachers and panoramic roofs, and tractors with wheel weights, all the things. You can get equipment upgrade thrown into the value of the used vehicle. The result is that if you decide you don't want, let's say this came with GPS and I decided to remove it, I don't get any money back for not having it. The vehicle would have it installed, and so I would just do better to say, well, okay, I'll take it then. But then later, if you add, if you decide, you know what, I took GPS off this and maybe I should have kept it, if you put it back on, it doesn't cost you anything to add because it was already an add to the vehicle when you bought it. Still, I'm gonna pull a second headland at the top, and it is 20 to 1 real time. I think what I may do is call this stream good for today. We will be back next week, and I think we will be finishing off these 5 contracts and maybe looking at another one. What might happen between this week and next week is I might do a fair amount more on this field, at least until midday when it's supposed to start raining, and then we'll park everything up and I'll pass time through so it's after the rain at the beginning of next week. I will finish this loop, this lap, which will probably fill up the Harvester completely. Should have gone back the other way, to be perfectly honest, so that the pipe's on the outside. But I didn't think about that, so it is what it is. Obviously each lap I do, the amount of crop I'm picking up gets shorter by a corner, 4 corners. We didn't do a full lap last time, we just cleared it to the end here. Now, I've only done 1 headland across the bottom here, but because there's a farm track, that should be enough to get this behemoth turned around at least, I hope. If we get to the end. Barley is a very, what's the word for it? A voluminous crop. You get far more barley than you do anything else in its class. It's also not very heavy. Okay, we're good. We now have the pipe on the outside. I can run across this field in its entirety. So 10,500. I'm not sure. Actually, the Harvester works out quite nicely. Our small trailer would take 2 full tanks, I think, and this should take about 3. That's the big one. Oh, it takes 30,800, so it doesn't quite take 3. And this one takes 24, which is a bit more than 2 by not a significant amount. Anyway, nearly empty. Okay, so here we go. Brand new, well, new to us harvester, which we are probably going to keep for a long time. Oh, it's got 45 hours on it. That's kind of a blessing and a curse. It does mean that the repair costs are not going to get significantly more expensive for this thing. Plus, it's a harvester. You don't repair it that frequently. But it is, you know, the wear and tear on this is going to be at the highest rate because of its size. But still, it is July 2. It is about half an hour before the rain comes, so we will try and get this done, I hope. But for now, I'm going to wish you all a good weekend, and we'll be back next week with some more other people's harvests. But for right now, I'm going to say I'm out of here. Have fun, everybody.